Okay, today we're going to tie just a simple parachute PMD. And if you like fly fishing content and fly tying stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get all of the new videos. But today we're starting with just a Firehole Sticks 419 and size 14 in the vise, just a standard dry fly hook. And I have some Veevus 10-aught, and this is in a light Cahill color. So I'm just going to get the thread started about a third of the way back from the hook guy. Save your tag that you trim off. That's going to help you later. This is basically trying to recreate a pattern that I bought. I bought this up in Rocky Mountain National Park, and it worked great in the mornings. So, but it had microfibetts for the tail. So just get a few you don't need a whole bunch of them, just a couple. You want about a hook shank in length. With this tail, I found longer is better than too short. That's maybe a bit on the longer side, but we'll just go with it. Take that thread, put it around the hook, and just try to get in between those fibbets. And then just lightly this can be a bit of a pain, but you'll get it. There we go. That's okay right now. That one's kind of splaying down a little bit more than I'd like. Once we get the parachute post tied in, we'll come back and then put a threaded wrap underneath that tail, and it'll get everything looking good again. All right. We're gonna come up here where we want that parachute post. For this parachute post, I like this McFlylon polypropylene. It's kind of held together every so often, so it stays kind of manageable. Good tight wraps. Want this post to really get tied in firmly. And then you can start wrapping up that post. Tail handled a little bit here. There we go. Now, just going to use a dun or cream colored dry fly hackle. But this isn't an overly difficult pattern. It's fairly simple PMD, but it works really well. Capture of this. I want to tie this in so that the shiny side goes down when we wrap this parachute. Trim out this butt section here and hide that butt section here right behind the eye of the hook. Okay. Now I got all of that stuff there. We're just going to come in with some Superfine dry fly dubbing. This is in Pale Morning Dun. I'm going to assume that that's why I did so well in the mornings up in Rocky Mountain. Okay, had a few storage issues again, but here we are. We got the Superfine dubbing on there. Now we're just going to dub a nice body here. The Superfine dubbing does dub up nice and tight, so you can keep a nice small dubbing noodle. Get a little bit of a taper here, and then have a little bit of a thorax. Not a whole lot. Let's see if I can just get a little bit more here. A little bit more of a thorax right on the back side of this post here. All right, in with the thread on the back of the fly. So now we're just going to kind of come in here. I like to hold my post up and kind of crease that that hackle so that I can really wanting to fight me a little bit. Get it started here at the top and not spin on me like that. Wants to looks like it's wanting to spin more the other way. So we'll no, it's not. Oh, there we go. Just get those turns right underneath each other. And then I like to hold that fiber down, hackle down, and get some good wraps on it. Then I bring it up, get some wraps underneath it. I let that thread hang on the back side there. I trapped a couple fibers. Okay. Trim that out. Here, trim this post. And then I have used the super glue method before in finishing off the fly down here. But today I'm going to go ahead and whip finish around the parachute post. This is another good way of basically accomplishing the same thing. Few whip finishes around there and just work that thread there to your whip finish. Tighten it up. Reach in there. Trim that thread off close. And there is a nice parachute PMD. I really like this with the microfibettes splayed out and the parachute. Really did great up in Rocky Mountain National Park. If you like fly fishing content, go ahead and drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.